Alright, so Fortnite just released their patch notes for the version 8.20, and that leaves me into such an awkward position, and let me quickly explain, because if you didn't know, I've had history of complaining about Fortnite. I've made a few videos about complaining in late season 6. I talk about Fortnite season 6 being a letdown for me, and in late season 7 I talk about Fortnite losing its fun factor for me. But to be honest, season 8, even though I haven't made any videos regarding season 8 in the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've been really enjoying the game. And it's weird to say, because season 8 was the last straw for me, because I needed season 8 to be great, and so far it has. In my opinion, this may be unpopular opinion, but season 8 is one of the best, if not the best seasons we've ever had in Fortnite. And it pains me to see these kind of changes kind of ruining the experience, at least for me. And I know a lot of other players are really upset, because I checked Twitter, I checked Reddit, and there are a lot of butthurt people. And what I'm talking about is this material gaining slash material cap change, and also the shield slash HP gain after getting an elimination. So they changed that. I'm going to discuss and rant about it in this video, so this is going to be a little bit of a different patch notes video, but I will leave the full patch notes down in the comment section and also in the description as always if you want to check full patch notes. I will mostly rant about this change, but I will quickly go over the other changes, the major changes. But this is a huge patch. I will not be talking about every single one of these changes, so if you want to see the whole list, check the description or the comment section. But without further ado, let's just rant a little bit. It shouldn't matter if you were a long time watcher of my Fortnite videos, or if you were just here for the first time. You will see from my gameplay that I'm quite a bot, and whenever people are talking about a potential skill-based matchmaking or anything like that that caters to noobs or new players, I'm not happy about that, because I don't want that. And this is coming from someone that isn't good in the game. So people think that just sweaty soccer skins are not happy with these changes that cater to noobs, but no, there are actual other fans as well that want to keep the skill ceiling high, because it keeps us coming from the game, and I want to learn the skill ceiling. I want to be rewarded when I do well. So in the patch notes, Epic Games is talking about siphon slash material changes, and I'm quoting them right now. In version 7.40, we implemented a few pop-up cup settings as a test in core modes. After monitoring a combination of gameplay, data, and feedback, we've gathered necessary info to conclude the initial test. We feel it has resulted in an unhealthy level of aggressive play, diminishing other viable strategies. The following changes have been revealed in all core modes: 50 health or shield based on your health when the elimination occurs, 50 materials of each type dropped on elimination, 500 cap on every material, harvest rate increased by 40%. That said, these mechanics have proven to be positive in our competitive playlists. All changes above remain enabled in the new arena game mode. So basically, we have a 999 max wood, max break, max steel again, and this is stupid. It's too much. It's way too much, because 500 was amazing. At first it felt too low, but if you were aggressive, if you were going for the kills, even though you went into build battles, if you got that kill, you could actually get more materials from the kill, because they drop 50 of each plus their materials as well. And now also the harvest rate was increased by 40%, which is almost doubled. So it was very easy to get max materials, even if you weren't an aggressive player. If you prefer to be passive, it wasn't that difficult to get max materials. But now it's 999 of each material, and it's going to be 40% slower, so it'll take ages for you to get actually any viable amount of materials. And also they are talking about that these 50 health or shield based on your health when the elimination occurs, 50 materials dropped on the elimination, 500 material cap. That resulted in an unhealthy level of aggressive play. What do you think will happen now? People now, if you don't have much materials, you will have to be more aggressive to actually get that kill much faster, because you can't waste that materials. And even though, if you, let's say you know that someone is passive but they have a lot of materials, they keep building, you know they have a lot of materials, you will go for that kill because they probably have max materials anyway, if they have been playing very passively and just been harvesting the whole round like the new players often do. So now competitive or good players will just hunt down these lower tier players. I'm saying lower tier, I'm talking about skill here. Lower skilled players even more, because they know they should have more materials, they should be easy kills for them. So now all of these sweats have like max materials in the last circle, and if you are a passive player, you will not get kills, you will not get loot, you will not get materials as loot. You have to get your own materials now, which is going to take ages. And in the last circle, let's say this TTV, the thick boy, has like, I don't know, max wood and in 12 kills. You've been playing passively and you have like 500 wood, because it takes so long to get these wood and materials. So you're already at a disadvantage because of your skill, and now you're also disadvantaged because of that TTV boy got 12 kills and just kept looting and got more materials. So this doesn't change anything, because previously this material cap was rewarding aggressive play, because if you were like me, because I build way too much. When I'm in a build battle, I'm such a bad builder that I panic build and I don't get too much opportunities to actually shoot that player, so I will run out of materials, and even if I get that kill, my materials are gone, so I'm completely depending on my enemy's materials. But even if he burned all of his materials as well, I could just chop down a few trees and I have like 300 wood again. But now it's 40% slower. The end game is going to be just ridiculous. It's just going to be very, very bad. At least we can now have more materials to share. That's something. But it's stupid. And also this 50 health or shield based on your health when the elimination occurs. This just means that no longer if you get a kill, you will not get 50 health if you don't have full health. But if you have 100 health, you will get shield for that. And that was so great. If you got stuck in the storm, you could just use that, especially in squads or duos. If your friend got a knock, but there was another team pushing you, if your teammate was low and they didn't have a clear line of sight to finish that person they knocked, you could just knock that person for them, so they get a bunch of health. And it was really, really good. I don't understand why did they actually change this. This is just stupid. I don't know if I'm making any sense of my complaining, but you have to have some brain cells to actually notice how bad this is. Just catering to the new players, lowering the skill gap. Well, it's weird to say that they are lowering the skill gap, because now we can have more materials, but I mean, this just doesn't really solve anything, because now more skilled players will just be more aggressive to actually get those kills and get more materials, and so they don't have to farm the materials themselves, because it takes ages now. So if you're a new player and you think that this will solve your problems, it will not. Soccer skill sweats are coming for you just as hard, if not even harder, after this patch. And this is my biggest complaint, because Epic Games says that they are trying to resolve an unhealthy level of aggressive play, but this doesn't do it. This just creates more of it. What Epic Games seems to not get is that over time the game should evolve. But with these kind of changes, the game just devolves. And the same exact thing happened with the glider redeploy. But removing glider redeploy and putting it as an item was a good thing, don't get me wrong. But these kind of gameplay changing updates, they keep them in the games for so long that people get used to them, especially the skilled players. They get used to them, they adapt to them, and now suddenly they are gone. And if you want to have these changes, you have to play the new arena game mode. It's just stupid, and I don't know why Epic Games just suddenly changes these when no one is complaining. It's old, but it's just so accurate, that sentence, that if it ain't broken, don't fix it. This wasn't broken, and this was, I don't know, this was just so stupid. I don't understand this. I'm just really disappointed. I'm just really disappointed with these changes, and this is coming from someone that is pretty much a bot. So I'm really disappointed on this patch notes. And to be honest, this has been over 11 minutes, so I'm not going to talk about other changes here, so I do apologize for that. But I don't want to be here for 15 to 20 minutes. It was way too long. This is way too long for already, and I do apologize for that. But I just wanted to rant. I wanted to get this off my chest. But there's quite a few interesting things happening with this patch. So like I said previously, if you want to check them out, check the description or the comment section down below. I will leave this link in there. But without further ado, that's basically it for me. I'm disappointed at Epic Games. I'm just really disappointed with this update. But let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think about these changes? Are you happy with this change, or are you just as annoyed as I am? And I don't know. Man, I don't know. I'm getting so triggered. I have to end this commentary. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.